Clap it up, 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 clap it up for this next comic. He's the producer of the lineup. Give it up for Mr. Eric Frost.
Yeah, baby.
No, I love this shit. This actually worked out. This unfortunately might be the last show we do before the Rona. Now we'll see. The re-Rona, Rona part 2, if you will. Can you guys hear me okay? Alright, cool. Now turn it up a little bit. Because we got the cops came a couple weeks ago. It was hysterical. No, they were really cool about it, to be honest. It wasn't a big deal. They ducked in here for like 30 seconds and were like, oh, you guys aren't being cunts, and then they left. That was it. It was pretty cool. This is fun. That sucks because I don't normally do time during my own sets because all these people have seen me so many fucking times it gets redundant. But I got some new stuff and you guys have never seen me at all, so this will be tons of fun. I don't like what?
See you every Monday.
Yeah, but I got different stuff. We're gonna talk about sexuality. I don't like in American culture right now. The big thing is to divide people up. That's what we think is so cool. Are you black, are you white? Are you left, are you right? Are you right, are you wrong? Are you weak, are you strong? It's all about separation. And I don't like that. So I like to find ways that all of us in this room are the same. So no matter who you voted for in the last election, just know that person helped kill Jeffrey Epstein. And we can build on that. It's a little depressing that apparently every pedophile is more bipartisan than the average American voter. And that's not even the sad part. The sad part's going to be when they cast Kevin Spacey to play Jeffrey Epstein in the biopic. He's going to go method for that role. Do what you love, you never work a day in your life. That's what they tell me. I found out something really neat. Like, I'm 37 years old and I've been an oppressor my entire life. Straight white guy, I know. And it's really uncomfortable because I don't think that I did anything wrong. I feel like a good person inside.
Thank you.
I try. You know what I mean? I try. But there's no way to really win. You know what I mean? If I ignore the problem, I'm racist. If I'm too into it, I'm a white savior. There's no real safe space for me to be a positive human being in a major city. But then I found out something amazing, and it's the most relaxing revelation to me about like 6-7 months ago. I found out that I was bisexual. Oh my god, it's so relaxing. Let's kill these fucking white guys, right? Fuck these dudes. I can't, yeah, now that I'm on the team. Oh my god. I'm so thrilled. It's so relaxing to be one of the good guys. Oh, I thought like, I was born a certain way and that was it, but then I'm in. Let me explain. Nothing about me has changed. I'm still the same person in here that I've always been. But I hooked up with this person like 7-8 years ago. Beautiful sexual experience. One of my top 5 all time. I'm thinking about it right now. Very flexible. Dancer's body. Thank you. See, I like black people too. Now, a couple months ago, this person friends me on Facebook. It turns out that he now identifies as a transgender male. So because I can't dead name him, I had sex with a dude and fucking loved it. Furthermore, if you introduce me to another dude with his tits and his ass, I'd fuck him too. Turns out I'm into trans men. Pre-op. Do you know how fun that is? Because how this works is either I'm bisexual or you're transphobic. Check. Oh my god, where are my LGBTQ bookings? I'm part of the team now. I want my diversity shit. I want my cut. I'm in. I want my cut. I want my flag. I can't wait for the parade. They're gonna be like, you can stay in the back, sir. No, because like, I always have trouble dating because I don't know if you realize, but I'm like this all the time. This is kind of like my resting train of thought. It's insufferable for most people. I love it. Like everyone could put up with me for about 12 hours, and then it's like, go home. I'm like, yes, mom. Like I've always got along with gay dudes. They always have, but unfortunately, I don't want to fuck them. I wish I did. I really do. Like once a week. I want to just stare at a dick and be like, God, I wish I wanted to touch that. But I don't. And I find women very beautiful aesthetically, except they can't put up with all of this. And I thought that I was out of options. But then a couple years ago, something very beautiful happened. Bruce became Caitlyn. So many more fucking options now. Now, hypothetically, I could find a gay man trapped inside a hot little Latina woman, preferably with green eyes, and get everything that I want in this world. There is hope. I'm thrilled. And if I ever did find this mystery person, if she ever did save enough money to become himself, I'd have to rob her to save us. But if she ever did become his true self, it'd be the first time in history you're just not the woman I fell in love with. 100% accurate. What? I'm woke. No, but if she ever become his true self, I would still care about that person on an emotional level. You know what I mean? That would still be my buddy, my friend. I would care about them. I just wouldn't want to fuck them anymore. It's like after your wife has that second kid and can't lose the baby weight. You still love the person, you're just thinking of somebody else while you're plowing away. And if you didn't like that joke, you at least have to appreciate how much effort I put into getting all those pronouns correct. Took a lot of effort to practice that. I didn't get that off jump. But I felt like now that I'm part of the team, now that I'm in, motherfuckers, now I have some changes I'd like to make to our team strategy. I don't like our pronouns. See how I said R? You know how many times I had to practice this to get this right and it would be flawless? I will get every pronoun correct every time. You have no idea how many showers I spent practicing this back and forth. I don't like our pronouns, guys. I don't like he, she, and they. Don't like it because it sounds so scientific. It's like we're trying to wash our hands in emotional Purell. And I think that our identities are more emotional. So we should use more positive language to invoke that. So I don't think we should say he and she. I think we should say brother and sister. Part of the team. But there are some people that aren't on those two things, brother and sister. What do they call them? The non-binary people. I don't want to call them non-binary. That sounds like a glitch in the fucking Matrix. These are the people that are the most oppressed, they feel the least included of anybody else. So I want to make sure they feel cool too. So if you're not my brother or my sister, then you're my family. It's a family, right? That's cool. And if you're not my brother or my sister and you refuse to be my family, then you're an asshole. And I'm still respecting your gender identity because an asshole is the only thing that everyone in this room can have and be at the same time. Fuck you. I know this is hard to hear. You have no idea how thrilled I was when that dude fucking texted me. I was like taking a shit like in a bathroom before I went to a dinner, and the minute he fucking friended me and I realized what had happened, I was like, oh my god, I'm in. I was like literally in the bathroom, like stomping my feet in excitement. I just all clicked immediately. I'm like, I'm bisexual. Awesome. How cool. There's no argument for it. Oh my god, it's fucking thrilling. You know, I need the weight that's off my shoulders now. I'm one of the good guys. Nothing's changed about me, and that's the fun part. Like, you can convince people that somebody is something. You can convince all your friends that's true. But what none of you have power to do is put hate in their heart. That's it. You don't have the ability. It's beautiful. We're all individuals. I know. That wasn't the closer I was going for. We'll do one more. I'm still fumbling through this set in my brain. Like, I really don't have it all organized yet. So I'll do one more theory. Because as you can tell, I really don't have jokes. I just have whatever this is that I do. I don't like, in this country right now, how we love problems. We love them. You look on your Facebook feed, problems. Who's bad? Who's the bad guy? You know what I don't see on anyone's Facebook feed? Regardless of what color you voted for? Solutions. None of those. Everyone wants to say who's the bad guy. No one wants to fix it because then you'd have nothing to complain about. You'd have to admit you're responsible for your life sucking. And that would be uncomfortable. I think I found a solution to a major issue. And we can definitely talk about it now because schools are closed. It's not going to happen anymore. I think I figured out why we have such a problem with gun control. It's a major issue, right? I think the problem is we keep calling it gun control. What the fuck else are you going to argue about except who's going to control the guns? How can you expect to disarm yourselves when even our language is fully loaded? Imagine if we took that same argument and called it gun safety. Then what the fuck would you argue about? How would that argument even go? Like, I want to make guns safer. Yeah, but I want 1,000 guns. Awesome, would you like them all to be safer? Yeah. And I know y'all can take one look at me and make an educated guess on what side of the gun debate that I reside on. We got more in the cooler, we're good. I appreciate it, and you lost yours in the process. We're going to call that little spill socialism. Tried to save one, lost a bunch of other ones. Yep. Yeah, that had layers. Oh, you guys good? You guys getting it yourself? I'm not exactly pro-gun. I just can't consider myself to be anti-object. Like, I'm not yet willing to blame objects for what people do with them.
Yeah.
So, for example, if someone jumps off a bridge, I don't blame the bridge. If someone sets a house on fire, I'm not mad at matches. But if we as society are going to start blaming objects for what people do with them, I'm completely okay with that. I just don't think we should start with guns. I think we should start with spoons. Obesity kills way more people than guns every year. It's a fucking epidemic. We gotta get these spoons out of these fat people's hands to save them. All you can eat buffets are like the assault rifles of obesity. And if we just had common sense plate regulation, we could save lives. I know for some of you this is hard to swallow. Because fat shaming is wrong. But sometimes it's fat shaming. Sometimes it's a shame you're so fat. There's gotta be a line, kids. There's gotta be a size of belt we're just not willing to sell. Like, look, brother, if you're gonna be that big, you better be clever enough to tie two of them together. And the interesting part would be how both political parties would attack that particular argument. Because your liberals would be like, if we just made the spoon smaller, everybody would be safer. And your conservatives would be like, we should be allowed to sip soup with a snow shovel. Alliteration. And if you didn't like that joke and didn't agree with the logic, I completely understand. But then don't be mad at me. Be mad at this microphone. Message! Now we got people out in the black crowd. Thank you, guys.